Welcome to Honeybee Yoga Studio, where we share yoga classes aimed at yogis of all levels. We release new videos every week, so if that sounds like your thing, please consider subscribing by hitting that red button below. And hi yogis! Thanks so much for joining me for a stretch and restore. It's going to be a gentle stretch from head to toe. We're going to go really slow and help unwind after maybe a busy day or getting ready for bed. As always, I recommend grabbing some pillows, cushions, blankets, or towels, and we will be going into a legs up the wall posture. So we'll make sure we're nice and close to a We'll inchworm our fingertips forward until our elbows come underneath our shoulders. Take a big inhale, press through your forearms. Your chest lifts, your heart pulls forward, maybe your chin and your gaze lift. Check in with that low spine. If we're holding any tension, see if we can release it with an exhale. If there's any tightening or pinching, we'll slowly come a little bit closer to the earth. Alternatively, if you're looking for a deeper opening, we can start to slide our hands underneath our shoulders and start to lengthen through our arms. Maybe lifting our belly button all the way off of the earth in our version of Cobra. Whether we're in Cobra or a low Sphinx, let's take a peek over that left shoulder towards our left heel. And then we'll take a peek over that right shoulder towards our right heel. We'll slowly lower our belly, chest, chin back to the earth. Let's tuck those toes, bend at our knees, and we'll peel ourselves up into tabletop. So we have those hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Let's take a few hip circles here by moving our hips in one direction and then slowly moving those hips in the opposite direction. As you come forward, if it feels good to sink back into your Cobra or your Sphinx, let's take that movement and just let our body be our guides for what feels good. Maybe we spend a lot of time sitting behind a desk and opening through our hip flexors is just what our body's asking for today. We'll feel ourselves coming to stillness, those hands pressing into the earth. Let's lengthen our right leg behind us, toes in the earth, and let's press that heel away. As our heel presses away, we feel the back of our right leg, hopefully feeling a generous stretch. Keeping that right hand in the earth, let's lift our left hand and enjoy a gentle twist through our spine. Big inhale as your heart opens to the left side. As we exhale, we'll bring that left hand back to the earth. And let's take those right toes and slowly shimmy them all the way up to the front of our mat till that right foot comes to the outside of that right hand. Let's take both of our hands to the top of our right thigh. Feeling strong and stable through that left knee, our right heel. We'll allow our hands to come to clasp at our low spine, clasping those fingertips together. And we're going to hang out here for a few breaths. So we can let our hips kind of sway and sink like a hammock. If our knees were the trees and our hips were the hammock, we'll let those sink forward. And then if it's for us, we'll start to pull those hands towards the earth, peeling our shoulders away from our ears. Our heart and our chest opens as our gaze comes to the sky. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale, sinking forward. Let's release those hands. Bring both hands to the inside of our right foot and step that right knee back. Let's take any shimmies and shakes, any wiggles and wobbles. And when we're ready, we'll lengthen our left leg long behind us, toes in the earth. And we'll press that heel to the wall behind us. Let's inhale our right hand up to the sky. Another gentle spinal rotation. Feel those shoulders open as we reach our right hand away. One of our next exhales is going to bring that right hand back to the earth. And this time we'll shimmy that left foot all the way up towards our hands. Bring those hands up onto our left thigh, coming into our low lunge on the opposite side. Once again, we feel a strong foundation through that front left heel, our back right knee. Almost like we have a hammock for our hips. Let those sink forward. And once again, our hands come to clasp at our low spine. Then we can hang out right here if this feels good for us. Or maybe we start to lengthen our arms and pull those hands towards the earth. Opening our chest, our heart, our throat, as our gaze comes up to the ceiling. One last big inhale. Feel all that length through your spine. And we're ready to exhale, release those hips one last time. Our hands come to the inside of our left foot. We'll slowly start to walk that left knee back beside its right partner. And let's give those hips another gentle sway from side to side. Let's walk those hands back towards our knees, coming onto our shins. Let's reach both hands to come behind us, fingertips reaching away from our hips, pressing those arms long. Big inhales, our chest lifts, our chin lifts, as we take one final generous heart opener. On one of our next exhales, we'll slowly bring those hands back towards our thighs. And together, let's come towards the wall. So if you have a pillow or a blanket, you can place that in front of the wall to help elevate your hips. This can help keep your feet up the wall a little bit easier, make them a bit more weightless, but it's totally not necessary. So to get into our legs up the wall posture, I've been teaching restorative for many years. There really isn't a graceful way, but I always promise once you're up, legs up the wall, you're going to feel fantastic. So bear with me. We're going to bring one of our hips as close to the wall as we can. Maybe we're sitting on a blanket or a cushion or a pillow. We're then going to slowly come down onto our forearms so that we can stay lifted. And then like the arms of a clock, we're going to swing our legs up the wall as our upper body, our spine comes into the earth. So take a moment, if you haven't come into a legs up the wall posture before, hi Oliver, to take a little shimmy, take a little shake. It might feel better for you to have your sit bones closer or further away from the wall. So do take some time to get cozy, to get comfortable. We feel our spine heavy, our legs hopefully feel light and weightless as our feet reach up to the sky. Now before we settle in our legs up, let's start to widen our heels. So we're coming into a straddle, a wide-legged straddle, and we're just using the wall for support so we can open those legs wide. using the support of the wall. You can let your legs be heavy. You might feel a generous stretch through your inner thighs, through your groin. And just allow your body to start to invite some stillness. Stillness through your upper body as it lies heavy. Stillness through your hips, your pelvis. And using one of our next inhales, if our legs are wide, we're going to slowly let them come back together, closing them like a book, and coming into our resting legs up the wall posture. I know I encouraged earlier to shimmy and shake and move around, but just again, I really want to reiterate, this should be a comfortable, cozy, grounding, relaxing posture. If you feel that you're uncomfortable, please try maybe moving away from the wall, maybe bringing a bend into your knees or the soles of your feet towards the wall. Maybe get a furry friend to come lie next to you while you're doing this. They provide a lot of great comfort, even if they purr very loudly. With our legs up, let's start to let our eyelids get heavy. If we're comfortable to, maybe we let our mouth open. We begin to breathe in and out through our mouth. And we're letting our body just melt away. And while we're here, I invite you to take a gentle body scan by giving those toes a little wiggle, feeling your heels against the wall, your calves, maybe a gentle bend in your knees, your thighs, your heavy hips, your low spine. Feel your abdomen, your chest, your back body. From your shoulders, feel those long arms, our elbows, our forearms, our hands, our wrists. Feel that long neck. Give your jaw a little wiggle, just in case we're holding any tension there. Let that awareness come all the way up to your forehead and then settle on the crown of your head. Together, let's enjoy about 10 to 12 long breaths in stillness here. If you feel your mind begin to wander, maybe think thinking about something that happened to you this week or something that hasn't yet come to pass, let's bring our awareness back to our breath and just follow that breath as it flows through your body. Leave those thoughts and those worries for later. Let's enjoy 2 more big breaths here. A big inhale, followed by an equally big exhale. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, and let that exhale go. Let's allow our knees to splay wide as we invite a bend into our knees and the soles of our feet to come together into a sort of reclined butterfly. As we exit our practice, I encourage you to take as many organic movements as your body might be asking for. We'll take many, many breaths before we move away from the wall and come back to seated. So as we enjoy our reclined butterfly, maybe we take stillness, maybe we use our hands to press those knees away. Maybe our body is asking for something different, maybe a happy baby reaching for the outside of our feet, pulling our knees into our armpits. Maybe our body's asking for that. Maybe coming into a small ball, taking a gentle rock side to side. It's whatever your body's asking for. Let's take about 3 more breaths, taking advantage of the support of the wall. Then let's allow our knees to come to bend and we'll roll onto one side, pressing one of our hands into the earth to lift ourselves into a seated posture. Nothing fancy, whatever feels good for you. Maybe our hands can come to our thighs or our knees. And we'll come back to that soft breath. Maybe our eyelids get heavy as we consider an intention that we set at the beginning of our practice. I hope that you feel relaxed, stretched out, ready to take a long night's sleep. Let's let our fingertips come to our sides and we'll close our practice with 2 big breaths together. Let's take a big inhale, reach our fingertips tall, and then exhale, release our fingertips wide. One more time, inhale, reaching tall. Those hands come together, and then as we exhale, we'll bring them to our heart center and take a bow to close our practice. Well, thank you so much for joining myself and Oliver, my trusty and noisy assistant. I hope that you feel fantastic. If you enjoyed this practice, please leave me a comment below, give us a thumbs up, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.